Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are having a good day. It's January 27th, and I am back here with a video. Today, we're going to be talking about our North Carolina and Virginia winter storm that is going to be happening tonight and early tomorrow morning. And so, it's going to be the main focus of today's video, but also we're going to be talking about our next upcoming winter storm, which is actually looking pretty significant for the central and eastern U.S. So, let's get started. So, right now, this is the latest HRRR model, and you can see during the night tonight, we have snow in northwestern North Carolina. This is 4Z, so this is around 11 p.m. We have light to moderate snow from Kentucky, southern Ohio, down into northwestern North Carolina. Even some heavy snow potentially mixing in. But as we go later, this is around midnight to 1 a.m. We have snow starting to mix in around the Raleigh area. Even into eastern North Carolina, we have snow starting to mix in. We have full snow in Virginia and in West Virginia. And as the storm continues to move east, we can see the low is now off the coast. This is 7Z. We have total snow in north central North Carolina. It's switched completely over in north central North Carolina. We do still have snow, or we do still have rain in the southern parts of North Carolina and in the eastern parts, but most of it's going to switch over to snow, as you guys can see. This is now 9Z, so this is around 3 to 4 a.m. We have moderate snow, maybe even some patches of heavy snow in eastern North Carolina and southeastern Virginia. So pretty interesting because these areas really haven't seen a whole lot of snow so far this winter season. And yeah, so let's look at total snowfall accumulations with this. We're going to use the Kuchera ratio because I like to use that. It's a little bit more accurate than the 10 to 1 in my opinion, especially with events that you have mixing problems. So we can see the HRR has a good area of 2 to 3, maybe even closer to 4 inches of snow from central North Carolina and eastern North Carolina. And in southern Virginia, where we're likely will have total snow. In some areas, we do have a nice 2 to 3, widespread 1 to 3 though. So very interesting winter storm. We are still going to have maybe around an inch to an inch and a half of snow to accumulate in some areas of north or extreme eastern Kentucky and West Virginia, maybe even more in southern West Virginia. Now, we can take a look at past model runs also. So let's go out to our 19Z. Let's take a look at past HRR model runs, see kind of what we have going on here. Okay. So let's go back. All right. So this was the 00Z. Pretty similar, as you guys can see, in North Carolina. Still around 3 to 4, maybe even closer to 5 inches in some areas, which that's very good snowfall for eastern North Carolina. You can also see we go back to the 23Z, a little bit more snow right there in that area, 5 inches. So it has been shifting east, maybe a slight bit, but nothing significant. The past HRRR runs have been having or had a little bit more snow. Now we go back to the latest run, which is the 01Z, so the 8 p.m. one. We have still a lot of snow for eastern North Carolina. Still 5 inches, but a little bit less. And it's a little bit further to the south, actually. A very slight bit. So looks like we're going to have an interesting little winter storm for North Carolina. We also can look at other models for this. We can look at the latest GFS, which this is not. This is the 18Z. So this is this afternoon's model run. We have 6 inches in a lot of North Carolina, north central and northeastern North Carolina. So very significant snowfall off that GFS run. And we go back to the latest European, which was the 12Z. And we did have snow, 2 to 3, even 4.5 inches in some areas in north central North Carolina and into northeastern and eastern North Carolina. So a very interesting little snowstorm for North Carolina and southern Virginia tonight. Also, lastly, we can take a look at the NAM, see what the NAM has. So that's snow depth. We don't want that. We want the total snowfall with the Kuchera ratio. We can see the NAM now is saying pretty much the same thing as the HRR and the GFS. Maybe a little bit further to the north than the HRR. With 3, even 6 inches in some parts of northeastern North Carolina. So pretty significant snowfall. Now let's switch topics. Not really. Let's look at our next winter storm. So once our low that is bringing a ton of snow in the west in the higher elevations moves east, and it moves into the plains. We can see this is Saturday afternoon. We have this a breakout of moderate to heavy snow in the Midwest. Then that moves east, and it kind of lingers around the Northeast, bringing a lot of snow, maybe some pretty significant accumulations across the Northeast. With that, and then we have another one after that around the 4th and the 5th, which I'm going to talk about also real quick. So yeah, this is around the 4th and the 5th. We've been watching this. I've been watching this. It's very far out, so it's very uncertain. Not very far, but this is pretty far out, so this is uncertain. But we are likely going to have some kind of storm system around this time in the central and eastern U.S. Now, where we see snow and how heavy snow and ice we have, that's very uncertain at this time. It's been changing a lot. But what hasn't really changed much is us having a storm in the central and eastern U.S. Now let's take a look at the European for this. So the European, first of all, it has the snow further to the south. And then as it moves to the east, it has a lot more heavy snow for the northeast. But it does not have it lingering around for as long. And so let's compare the GFS and the European snowfall accumulations. Sorry about that. So now we're not going to see snow in North Carolina with this. As of right now, that could change though. This is still, we could see maybe a little bit. You can see at the European though, we have a lot of snow in the Midwest, especially central Illinois, central Indiana, into central and southern Ohio. And then in the Northeast, we also have quite a lot of snow. A lot of places getting more than a foot, even maybe 2 feet. So that is far out though, so some of those numbers will likely change. It's not extremely far out though. This is really around this weekend into early next week. Now let's take a look at what the GFS has for snowfall accumulations. See how that differs from the European. So we can see with the GFS, we have more heavy snow across a little bit larger snowfall accumulations across the Northeast areas like New York City, Connecticut and Rhode Island and PA. But it doesn't have the heaviest snowfall in the Midwest, really, in central Indiana, central Illinois, and the central and southern Ohio. It has it more in northern Illinois, northern Indiana, and central and northern Ohio. And another thing that is a little bit different than the European is we don't have as much snow as far north in the Northeast. So I will have another update on this in tomorrow's video. I do not know if I'm going to upload tomorrow because I'm very busy until Sunday, but I will try. That'll wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow or Friday. But yes, bye.